Hey, RezaieStrong followers, I feel like something we should all do is come up with a list of 10 commandments of life that we follow. And this is a list that I've been working on for the last 3 years. I look at it every few months and make little tweaks and changes to it, and I thought maybe I would just go through my 10 with you. So, commandment number 1, embrace the unknown, don't let fear drive you away. I'm actually the type of person when something scares me, I go running toward it because I want to learn how to master that fear. That is something that is really important to me. I don't want to live in a life of bubble wrap, and I just want to experience life. So that's commandment 1. Commandment 2, accept yourself with all your flaws. None of us are perfect. We may think we are, but we're not. We all have our own issues, quirks, problems. I think the more important thing is that it's okay to have these as long as we continue to work on them. And so this is something that I have now become comfortable in my own skin and accept myself for who I am, but continually trying to strive and do better. Commandment number 3, enjoy the journey, not the destination. I think so many of us are looking for objective things in terms of outcomes. Like, for example, I want to lose 30 pounds, but it's not the losing 30 pounds that's actually what's enjoyable. It's the work and all the things that you learn along the way. It's the journey. And so I think that's what I've really started focusing on more than just like a tangible outcome. Commandment 4, be unconventional, but don't set out to shock. So I think society tells us what normal is, and sometimes it's okay to do things outside of the norm, but your goal shouldn't be to shock people or do things for shock value. So for example, one thing that I do is intermittent fasting. This is definitely not what the societal norm is. We should be eating 3 meals a day. And so when I tell people I eat 1 meal a day, sometimes that can be shocking to them, but that is certainly not my goal. My goal is to just always be thinking outside the box to continue to get better. Commandment number 5, be motivated by growth and not satisfying needs. I don't need tangible things in my life. We come into this world without tangible things. We leave this world without tangible things. I care more about experiences and growth. And I think the less tangible things we have, the less stress we have, the less fixed cost we have. And I think it's so much more valuable to enjoy the journey and the growth that comes with that. Commandment 6, have purpose. I see so many people that just kind of live day to day and don't really have a purpose. And this is something I do every day. I've done videos about index cards that I have up on my mirror in my bathroom so that I'm reminded every morning what my priorities are and what my goals in life are. And I think it's important to have purpose. It gives your day meaning, and I think it's something that we should all set out to have. Commandment 7, don't sweat the small stuff and focus on the bigger picture. So many times we have something bad happen to us in a day and it's just the absolute worst day of our life, or it completely ruins our day. And in the scheme of life, these little granular speed bumps and hurdles are nothing. They're things that we can't control. And so I'd rather focus on controlling what I can, which is my reaction to things, and not sweating the small stuff and not trying to control everything. Commandment 8, be grateful. Amongst all the bad little things that happen to us in life, there's always some silver lining. There's always something to be grateful for. And I think we need to spend more time on gratefulness, and that mindset of being grateful kind of gives us a more positive outlook on life. Commandment 9, share deep relationships with a select few. And although this may sound harsh, I think that true deep relationships are things that you can share with those closest to you, that won't judge you, that will always be honest with you, will always give you feedback. And I think it's impossible to do this with a lot of people. I think you should pick a handful of people, what I call my fave 5, and really invest in them. It doesn't mean that you can't have meaningful relationships with others, but I think it starts getting watered down the more and more people you do this with. And so I think sharing that with a select few is the way to go. And then commandment 10, be humble. There's none of us in this world that come into it deserving things. And I think we're all on this journey of life, and some of us are more blessed than others. And I think it's important to be humble and have humility as we go through life and not be cocky and arrogant. This was something that I struggled with when I was younger. And as I've gotten older, I think I've realized the importance of being humble and having humility and learning people's names and treating people correctly, even if they can't do anything for you, is just an important thing to be good to others. The world would be such a better place if more of us thought this way. So there's my list of 10 commandments of life. I do change this every few months. I tweak it sometimes. This is my current list as it stands today. I'm curious what everyone else's 10 commandments are. So your homework assignment after watching this video is come up with your own 10 commandments and share them in the comments in this video. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And until next time.